Oh yeah. We got ideas on the set. We in the lair of Skratch poop. Right now, what's good, man?
What up?
Yeah, jeez, man. Yeah, thank you for inviting me down, man.
Sure, man. Gotta have an OG in the building, man.
Yeah, I said, I see you got all your gear on right now.
Yeah, I got the Skratch poop shirt.
Yeah.
Brand new SP Skratch poop shirt with the fit, with the snapback.
It's dope, man. Where can they get that at there, brother?
You can get this at www.scratchwithak.com. Scratchpoop.k.com.
That's what I was saying. Just like Rev said, man, you shitting on them.
Shitting on them, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, for sure, man. All right, man. We're going to watch you scratch for a minute if you want, man. Got that new mod he did. What's your DJ name, homie? Spooky. The DJ Spooky over there. Oh, yeah.
Fresh mod, man.
Hey, what did you do to this modification, man? Let's take a look over here.
Yeah, man, we just finished modding this for the homie right here.
All right, the homie right there.
We got the Jesse Dean fader, the first Jesse Dean fader on the inside. We got the ultra pitch, and we got the start stop button, arcade start stop arcade button. Preamp, we got the beat shelter preamp from Flesh One tone arm, N447. Got the rechargeable battery mod. We got the battery on the inside.
Wow, see that? Oh, that's sick, man.
Got the rechargeable battery. Got everything on the inside, man.
Shit, man. You know, for a modification, how much would that cost the brother, man?
Ooh, man. Best offer, man. At this point, just buy the parts. Whatever you got to offer me to do it. If it's a good price, I got you. If not, you have to step it up, man, because it's a lot of work behind this shit. Jesse didn't know what's up, man.
Yeah.
A lot of work behind this mod shit.
Oh yeah, that's real talk though, man. That's pretty fresh though, man. Got that gold finish on there too.
Yeah.
I like the way you put that to the side. So what it is you buy the parts and then it just make you an offer.
Yeah.
Right after
buy
that.
the parts, send them to me, and I'll charge my little fee for the installation and all that.
Okay. So. Just curious on the little fee. I don't know, what's the medium price of the offer?
Medium price at the low end, probably for like a simple mod, probably like, shit, I don't know, man, just email me. Y'all just email me, man. I ain't trying to give out no prices, and they'll be, well, you said this. Nah. Just y'all go to my email. Y'all go to my email, my IG, DJ_idea, shoot me that DM. So, it all depends, man, because there's a whole shitload of mods, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shitload of mods.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna talk to you privately on that matter. He doesn't matter, buddy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just gonna take a look at this. You know what I'm saying? A little closer up look. Yeah, I like the fact you got that lithium battery in the back, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty sick, man. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, we're gonna kick off this interview right now. I got the man, DJ Ideas, Asthma
Yeah.
Funk, Scratch Poop in the house right here.
What's
We in his lair. I'm invited to his house.
Yeah, this is the lab right here. Scratch Poop Labs, where everything is created and a lot of hours spent over here just making shit happen, putting shit together, you know.
Yeah, that's your shit, man.
man.
That's dope. Thank you for having me down,
Yeah,
man.
man, for sure.
Yeah, for real. I met this cat over at the NAMM convention, man.
Yeah.
You know, running around, man. I was like, man, who's this guy right here? Go right here.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, man, let's go through the introductions.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself to the world.
Yeah, I'm DJ Idea, long-time scratch head, producer, all of that. It's from way back since high school, middle school. Grew up in California, Sunnyvale, California. And yeah, been putting in work for a long time.
So you're originally from the Bay?
Yeah, well, I mean, I born out Hawaii, but left Hawaii back in the 6th grade and was just brought up from there, from in Cali, Sunnyvale, California.
You got into it right then. That's dope,
Got into the
right
game out there, man. Yeah.
Okay, so when did you say you started out there? When
Yeah.
did you start DJing?
I say about 13. About 13, that's when I started DJing. 13, 14, I started getting into it. I got my first set of turntables, some old ass techniques, some weird looking techniques. It wasn't the 1200s, but I think that was like my first set, but I actually got like a real actual DJ set. It was a Gemini. At first I was fascinated by like just the turntables. My stepbrothers was DJs, so he kind of put me on, and then that's when I got my real, I guess, starter kit, which was the Gemini XL500, the DJ Domination starter kit, Gemini XL500s.
Damn.
Yeah, those things I couldn't even scratch on. I didn't even have a curve. I didn't even know what the curve was until I think I met some people back when I was in middle school that used to DJ too, and then they had like a real, I don't know, 05 or something. And I was like, man, what the hell is this? So after this and that, I had to get the 05 and the 1200s. But I ended up getting a SK2F mixer. And then that's when I figured out what the curve was, you know, the scratch curves and all of that. How the scratch supposed to sound, with the on-off sound, the real sharpness, SK2F, that DJ Focus, Focus fader. Yeah.
Focus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounded like hearsay conversation. You used to battle.
Yeah.
What you say? So, what battles have you done?
I've done a couple Guitar Center battles out in San Jose Guitar Center, and I think some other battles. I did a whole bunch of battles in the Bay Area, like just other record store battles and stuff. So I met a lot of heads, Wonderland, and everybody. That's how you meet all the heads from the battles and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. A lot of Bay Area battles. But I remember the Guitar Center ones. I always entered those. And the last battle I entered was just kind of like was at the World of Music in San Jose. I took first place. So I got the turntable, I got the mixer, all that from that battle.
That's dope.
The Epsilon. Shout out to the homies, you know what I mean? The Kodak. They just, because I was just gonna travel up to Cali. This happened last year. No, was it 2016? I think it was I think it was last year. And yeah, they told me, hey, well, I was gonna fly up there to see my girl, and then while I was up there, they was like, hey, why don't you join the battle? So I was like, all right, cool. So I joined the battle, and then it was a scratch battle. So you know, a lot of heads ain't here for me in a minute too. So I was going against all these new young heads, man. They be cutting it up though, man.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of dope cutters, man.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah,
Everybody out there in the yay.
Yeah, all the Bay Area got the heat, man. Ain't nothing like that Bay Area cutters, man. They be scratching that shit up, patterns you ain't heard before. Yeah, man.
Yeah, you hear about that soil, you know, if you're beginning or whatnot, or you put it down for a long time. Should they start with good equipment or bad equipment?
Man, now it's so crazy now that like the Epsilon tables that I won from the battle are like really cheap, but they're quality, you know. Like I remember back then, the only cheap thing we were getting was the Geminis that I started off with, the XL500s, or some kind of cheap belt drive turntable that just sort of trash, you know. But nowadays you could get, you know, a cheap turntable that is quality. So you can go, like I said, I recommend everybody Epsilon. These Epsilon tables is cheap and they got what you need. They got a direct drive, they got ultra pitch, and they got the innovators inside of the mixers. So,
oh, really?
I mean, yeah. So if I could recommend anybody that want to get into scratching some cheap equipment, Epsilon.
Yeah. I gotta look into that. You just hit me to that.
Yeah, man. The Epsilons is cheap, man, but they freaking go. They got quality, man. That's real strong motors. Don't feel cheap, so it's all good. The only thing I don't like is the S arm, so I changed mine. I swapped mine out. I put the straight arm on there. I sanded the whole thing, changed it to red and all that.
We're gonna get into the mod questions. I got those on there. So okay, we're gonna get there. Who are your influences? Who did you look up to when you first came to scratching?
When I first got into scratching, man, I got into that shit with the Napster days, man. I don't know how the fuck I downloaded this shit, but I downloaded Mixmaster Mike and DJ Qbert, some DJ Qbert mixtape. He probably gonna hate me for downloading this shit, but back then, that's how I found out about Qbert, was through Napster. So I ended up downloading this mixtape, and I was like, damn, that shit dope. You know, they just scratching. It was a Mixmaster Mike, DJ Qbert mixtape, and then my homie, I ended up getting connected with the dude Dave Dynamics.
Yeah.
Freestyle Attraction. So that's the OG homie. He ended up having DJ Qbert's number, and I was like, man, what's Qbert's number, man? I really, you know, that's what it was like my major influence. DJ Qbert this. I found out about the turntable TVs, the scratch records, and I was just freaking scratch nerd, you know, at freaking 13, 14. So the homie Dave Dynamics was like, I got my Qbert's number, man. You want to call him? I said, hell yeah, give me his number. So I called Q, man. I was like, hey. I called it, and fucking Q actually answered. So I'm like, oh shit, Q, what's up? He's like, what's up? Oh, how'd you get my number? And I'm like, oh shit, man, I don't know, Dave Dynamics. So we ended up getting connected, and he was like, let me hear you scratch. So I just put the phone down. I had the freaking DJ Babu Super Duck Breaks beat playing, and I just started scratching. And I picked the phone up. He's like, hey man, I got a scratch session. Why don't you come over to my house? And then that was the original Octagon out of Daly City. Yeah. And that's kind of where I was like, damn, that's where I kind of met everybody. That's where I met all the scratch heads and Flair and, you know, everybody you see on that shit was like, that was my heart beating and all of that, man. That was crazy, man. But, I mean, I really looked up to Qbert as like a role model and all of that. I'm sure everybody like want, you know what I mean? Qbert, man, he swagged out, you know, he cool, man. So I want to be everything like Qbert, man. I even used to rock my hats like Q and shit. But yeah, but I mean, after that, you start, you know, you listen to other styles. You got D Styles, Mike Boo, Ricky Rucker, you know, Toad Style, XS, like all those major heads. Those were pretty much my major influences too in sound, you know, and try to get those cuts and, you know what I mean, the way they flow and stuff like that. Yeah.
Dope,
so,
man.
Yeah, man.
So, you know, saying, what do you think about flow when you scratch?
What about flow? Yeah, I try to really make it talk and just kind of have rhythm with it when you scratch, not just craziness. You gotta have some kind of just rhythm when you scratch, because the randomness and all that stuff doesn't really just. You really gotta have timing, man, and it's like drums, and it's like the scratching is like part of the. It could be like the percussion or, you know, the hi-hat or it's got to be on beat, man. You cannot be scratching all this craziness, and you got to be able to just flow and, I don't know, make the heads bump, you know what I mean? Kind of, when somebody random walking by and they hear that scratch, you in pocket, you know, they know, oh, they're going to grab them. You know, but sometimes, you know, if he's scratching is crazy, it's not really pleasing to the ear, you know? So yeah, flow is definitely important. Man.
So what do you think about when you flow?
When I flow, I don't know, it's just a feeling, like you just kind of going with the beat, you feeling the beat, and just trying to feel the beat, I guess. I don't know, it's weird, it's hard to explain. When I scratch and that flow, you hear that beat and you just try to do, you know, there's like certain patterns too, like I'll go to in my head, like, oh, should I do the double click, or, you know, oh, can I go to a flare? But I mean, sometimes you just kind of just test the waters with it, you know, see where you can go with it.
So the music influences your flow,
the
beat itself.
Yeah, majorly the beat, the beat.
Dope, man. What do you think about trying to do too many things in a 1 or 2 bar segment, especially in a session?
Yeah. I think the sessions are kind of crazy because like it's weird nowadays. Like I remember back then, you know, the Octagon sessions at Cubert's house back then. This is like what, early 2000s, 2001, and was it around that time? Maybe on 102. Well, I just remember like people appreciating the cuts. Like people would like, I guess, in the Octagon listen to everybody's cuts. But I don't know, maybe each places are different, but I mean, I noticed like nowadays it's pretty much like who can outshine who, and who can like, you know, like, I don't know. It's like no appreciation. I don't know if that's where everywhere is, but you know what I mean, like with sessions and shit, like, you know what I mean.
You got a lot from the Bayside. You cut it. You see, I met you at the Announcer. You cut it in LA too. And stuff like that. And SoCal and the vibe up north is like 2 different things. More, just from my personal experience, more appreciation up north, but down south, it's like it turns into a battle.
You know for real. Like the Skratch sessions, just, I mean, I guess you're pushing each other, but you know, it's kind of like. No one's really paying attention to your cuts. They're just thinking of the next cut. You know what I mean? If I'm coming after this guy, but like shit, you know, fuck, I'll be scratching. I'll be seeing these dudes cut that shit up, man. It'd be hella, you know, I don't know, man. It's weird, bro.
So what kind of advice do you have for the sessions?
For all the new scratchers, like I know Beat Junkies just put a post with a sign on the whole etiquette thing. Like that's like a #1. You know, like know your turn. Don't when is your time to cut, and don't be cutting people off, and don't be listening for sounds or putting the low volume trying to find your scratch sound. Like, I don't know, that shit is weird now. People just do that shit a lot. Like, bruh, I'm trying to cut and you cutting me off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. I guess everywhere's different, but I mean, you know, for all the new heads, just know, you know, etiquette, scratcher etiquette.
I think I see some new rules to the game about to be made here. You know what I'm saying? So what do you think, you know, you've been in the portablism game for a while. What do you think about portablism?
I think it's dope, man. I think it's dope because you could take the portable anywhere and just cut, and, you know, you could just bring more people into the game. You know, you never know. You at the park or something, some little kid see it, and now he wants scratch, you know. So it's more exposure for the community, you know. Yeah.
So what do you think the future of portablism is?
Probably some different gear, you know, hopefully they come out with the all-in-one portables, and, you know, just more 7-inch scratch records and more stuff gear for portable, you know, faders and different stuff. But yeah, hopefully the all-in-one comes out soon. But I mean, the new Mark PTO1 is pretty solid already too, but you just gotta do all the extra steps to get your stuff, you know. Well, hopefully a direct drive will come out soon, so we're not on this belt drive stuff and it's feeling like toys, you know what I mean? More like feeling like a solid metal portable turntable, which, you know, I got a feeling it's going to come out pretty soon. People are already working on that. So.
Actually, I got some insight on that, but I'm not going to talk to you about it right now. Okay. You know, say, how often, Loke's not here, but how often do you practice? Because actually that was going to be a team question. How often do you practice when you scratch?
To be honest, man, I'm juggling a lot, man. Cause like I'm doing the bees, I'm doing the videography work, I'm doing the clothing with the scratch proof stuff. So I try to get it in. Like if I make a beat and it's like, man, I want to hear how scratches will sound on it, I'll just cut to my beat and then I'll get sucked into scratching.
Are you working on any projects for scratch proof right now?
Yeah, most definitely, man. I got the #2 breaks coming out, so y'all be on the lookout for that. That's the name of it, #2 breaks. First one was butt sniff, second one gonna be #2, and a whole bunch of stuff. We got the looper coming out. I got a looper getting worked on right now, and a whole bunch of stuff, man. Shirts, hats, some more records. Yeah, man. Some more scratch records, all original sounds, all original. You know, phrases, words, and stuff like that. So I don't never did a sample off a break record. The only one is the on fresh. That's gonna be the only. You know, you gotta have the on fresh on the sound on the records and shit. But steady trying to recreate that on fresh, that go-to sound of Skratch, you know.
What was the thinking, you know, saying behind the project of Butt Sniff Breaks, even into your current new project right now? What's your thinking, you know, saying on the project? How did you conceive the concept? And you know, saying just generally, what's your thoughts, man?
I wanted to put out a break record. I was gonna put out a break record with the cut and paste dudes, Cymatic and you know all them. But then I don't know. The thing is, I just kind of went off into my own. I was like, I'd rather do it on myself. You know, I mean, I'm the type of person I want to figure out how to do this shit on my own. I mean, you know, when it comes to, you know, breaking bread and putting up money for this stuff, it got to make sense. You know, so I was like, shit, if I'm finding all the samples, you know, I could just do it on my own. So I just did it on my own, did my own break record, and put it together, sampled a bunch of samples, and I was originally gonna call it more serious, like West Coast Breaks or something serious, but I was like, fuck it, let's do some random shit, Butt Sniff Breaks, some take it back to where it's not that serious with these covers and. You know what I mean? Hamster breaks, super duck breaks, you know, all them little goofy shits. Yeah. So I was trying to take it back to the old school, man. Just how I was when I first got my first break record, and it was just something random and crazy looking, and you know, dope. You know what I mean?
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
So, are you gigging or holding any sessions or anything like that?
I'll do. You know, I'll you know when like people want me to DJ or some shit, I do. You know, I'll DJ here and there, but I mean. For the most part, like whenever I drop stuff or something, like you know the next record, you know I'll hit up whoever that's down to you know locally in Hawaii that's you know but down to support the you know the whole release and stuff like that. We got ATG, we got a whole bunch of other people. We got Eric at Spin Knowledge. There's like a handful of shops out here for turntablists. Yeah, but, yeah. It's not like Cali though. That's what I miss about Cali, where you got Guitar Center, you got hellish places, man.
Yeah.
It's just all about it, man. It's just real small out here with the communities and stuff. Man, that's how Skratch is though. Skratch.
If you were in Hawaii, you know what I'm saying? Where can they get this? Where can they get this stuff at? Where do you go?
To get like the break records.
The break records, portablism stuff.
I know ATG, About the Goods. They have a lot of stuff over there for Portablist, break records, clothing, and stuff like that. But none of the other shops, Spin Knowledge, they have break records and DJ stuff. But yeah, ATG would probably be the best bet. About the Goods in Chinatown.
Chinatown?
Yeah.
Sounds like something promising there. How did Skratch Poop come about? How did that?
Shit, man. I was just taking a shit one day, man, and I was just like, what's a cool scratch group name with me, you know, me and my girl, Lorna, so we throwing names out there, you know, and I just said Skratch Poop, and she liked it, and I was like, cool, Skratch Poop it is. And then, we was trying to think of a YouTube channel name. That's when I first started getting into videoing. I was like, man, I want to make a YouTube channel, so what do you think we should be called? And so Skratch Poop ended up being catchy name, and
nice.
And this is what we is, Skratch Poop, something different, man, you know.
Yeah, I was always curious about that. I was like,
yeah,
Skratch Poop. Why did you pick that name? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and a little symbolism too, like you know.
I see you were among the first to do mods on portables. What's your thinking behind this?
Well, it was kind of like, I never really wanted to mess with it because it's kind of like I might mess my stuff up. But then the homie Tim with Jesse Dean, the homie Tim, he's the one who kind of he put me on. He was like, man, all you need is a soldering iron and a wet paper towel. That's all you need. And a drill. That's the first one I got from him. They came down to Hawaii. They had the Jesse Dean faders. I got a Jesse Dean fader. I got the what is that? The Ultra Pitch. So that was my first install. It was Ultra Pitch. I was like, damn, I can do this. So, you know, he helped me, walk me through it. And then, you know, I did the Ultra Pitch mod. And then from there, I started doing the other mods. And then I got the Flesh One tone arm, and you know, did the preamp install, and I did like pretty much everything. The start-stop button, and you know, once you got the hang of using a soldering iron and cutting wires and you know putting it back together, it's pretty dope.
See, that is dope, man.
Yeah, so I did my research with a lot of people doing the mods, putting the fader on the inside. So I found a whole bunch of dudes out in the UK, and just one dude, Rastery, he created that board so you could put the innovator inside of the portable. And well, first I did it with the Jesse Dean fader. I put the Jesse Dean fader on the inside. I cut that whole thing out of the portable with the X-Acto blade, like just messing around, and I freaking took that blade and like chopping it one by one, like freaking trying to get out of prison and shit. Just scrape, and finally that shit I cut a fucking clean freaking slot for the fader.
Wow.
I put the Jesse Dean fader on the inside.
Nice.
Yeah. So right around the time, yeah, me and A1 did that around the same time together. Me and DJ A1, and then I did the innovator mod. That's when I was like one of the first to put the innovator inside of the portable. And then
dope.
Man, I'm the first to put the innovator on, man. I don't know who else is out there, but I know I was one of the first to put the innovator inside of the portable.
Fast lane, Nate. You need to talk to this man right here. We probably hook you up, man, right there. When did you join Asthma Funk?
After that battle, after I won that DJ battle in last year, 2016, World of Stereo in San Jose. That's when it was. They pulled me aside like on some gangster shit, man. Like after the battle, they was like, hey, we're gonna have a little after party over here, Skratch Sesh, man. And then they all huddled around. I thought I was about to get jumped and shit. I was like,
oh shit,
bruh, if y'all motherfuckers try some, I'm going after. Nah. They put me in a circle and shit. They were like, you trying to be down? I'm like, hell yeah. So I mean, we got to do more projects, you know. But it's like I got my own little thing going on right now with Scratch Poop and all that. But you know, eventually we're gonna be able to do our little thing together. Asthma Funk, we all separated right now, but in time we're gonna be having some stuff.
So how often do you travel to the Bay?
Whenever I can, for the most part. Yeah, it's kind of hard with my traveling right now, man. It's just situations right now, you know. It's just hard for me to travel, bro.
Understood.
Yeah.
I feel you, man. What was the funnest place you ever cut anywhere on planet Earth?
I don't know. NAMM was pretty cool, man. Just the whole experience and just being around a shitload of freaking heads and seeing all the technology and seeing all the new stuff about to come out, and that was pretty fun. That was pretty dope. NAMM, DJ Cubert's house, man. The Octagon. That was the best place. That was the best place.
Dope.
The Octagon, where I used to see all the turntables get filmed at. That's where I met Lorna at, too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's where I met Lorna at, too, at the Octagon sessions.
Crazy.
Yeah, man. She was scratching over there.
Well, anything you want to plug before we end this interview?
Just, you know, check out the Scratch Poop website, bookmark that. Scratch Poop with a K. I got a bunch of new stuff. I got the brake record, the new brake record coming out, number 2 brakes. We got the snapbacks in. We just got these snapbacks in, custom, you know, fully custom. It's not stitched onto no blank or nothing. You know, this is full on. Got the taping on the inside, embroidery, custom embroidery, all of that. So, you know, we got the snapbacks on deck, releasing tomorrow. The shirts, we got the Scratch Poop T-shirts to match, and these tags, man. I'm behind all this, man. I'm sewing these joints on myself.
Oh damn.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Do everything, man.
Crazy entrepreneur right here.
Yeah. Gotta look right, man. It should look official with the tag.
So you don't necessarily have to count on anybody. If you have the will and the way to do it, man, do it. You know?
You can do it yourself, man. That's what I'm all about. I love doing the shit myself, and just knowing that I have, you know, control over your shit. You know what I mean? It's independent, you know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. It's what it is, man. You can do it. Anybody can do it, man.
Well, yeah, man. So, what advice do you have for the up and coming Scratch generation coming, even some of you old heads out there? Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Shit. Just whatever you got your heart set to, and, you know, put it out. You know, put projects out. You know, push whatever you got going, and just don't be afraid. Because a lot of people second guess themselves, and they never get, you know, nothing ends up happening because I thought this should be here, or, you know, maybe this is not good enough, and just put the shit out. That's how I work. That's how I push shit out. That's what I do. You know what I mean? I done made a break record in 2 days. You know what I mean? That's how fast it took me to make the second break record. I went through all my samples, spent freaking hours and hours and hours sampling everything, finding the right samples, chopping it together, putting it out, sent it out in the fucking email. 2 days. You know what I mean? It's quick. Real quick, man.
That's dope, man.
Yeah. Butt sniff breaks I put together in a week. You know, so shit like that could be done. You know what I mean? Y'all could do it. You know, it don't take that long to do it. It's just, you gotta just stay focused and push and just keep pushing. You know what I mean?
See, that's what's up. Joe, it's like traditional for me to ask, you know what I'm saying, our guest or host to cut. You know what I'm saying? Would you like to do a cut for us?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. Dope, man. Thank you for the interview, brother.
For sure, man.
It's real.
Yeah, thank you, man.
No worries, man. Shit, I enjoyed this interview, man. This is part of your new #2 breaks right here?
It's actually from it's the little looper I got. It's gonna be on the loopers, so y'all stay tuned, man. The looper gonna get dropped on the Android app, iPhone app. Just waiting on the developer to finish it, and we're gonna push this looper out. Gonna have about 30 beats on there, all original Skratch beats, or just beats made by me, DJ Idea. So
sickness.
Here we go, man.
Yeah, we right here, right in the lair of DJ Idea. Nice. your ideas, homie.
Hell yeah, man. Appreciate it, man.
Shit, no worries, man.